Hello Yogins, it's Yogi Doug Johnson here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions and why you may have had trouble with them in the past from a Taoist perspective. Remember guys, before we get into that, if you get something from this video, please give it a like. If you'd like more content like this, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I upload more videos. And if any questions come up, or if there's some way that I can help you, please reach out, leave me a comment below. Okay, so New Year's resolutions. Why may you have had trouble in the past with making New Year's resolutions? From the Taoist perspective, we are happiest and most effective when we live in tune with the natural order, what could be expressed as the Tao. So what is the natural order? Well, if we look around at the natural world at this time of year, at least in North America where I live, if you look at the plants and the animals and nature, everything is basically in hibernation. Everything is trying to conserve energy at this time. The trees have shed their leaves. They are basically trying to conserve energy. They're basically asleep until the springtime. The animals have basically gone into hibernation or hiding. They've stockpiled their food for the winter, and they're living off their stores. Some animals are living off their stores of fat. And if you look at what we humans are doing, this is very often a very busy time of year. A lot of parties, a lot of traveling, a lot of shopping. So this is kind of the opposite of what we see the natural world doing, right? This is naturally a time for quiet. This is naturally a time to be still. The Taoists would recommend this is a time for reflection, for meditation, to journal, to introspect. So for us, it's the new year, and we in this country, in North America and America, the United States of America, we have a tradition of New Year's resolutions. So we try and start the new year off, and we try and say, okay, I'm going to make these changes. I'm going to start doing yoga every day. I'm going to start meditating every day. I'm going to lose weight, whatever it might be. And if you've tried to do New Year's resolutions before, you might have found that most often you fail. And you might think it's because you have a weak will or you're not determined enough. But from the Taoist perspective, you probably failed because of the time of year in which you tried to make this resolution. So from their perspective, this is again a time for quiet, for stillness. It is not a time to make new plans. You might be reflecting on your old plans and what worked and what didn't and what sorts of changes you want to make, but now is not a good time to actually try and make plans or execute plans. From the Taoist perspective, that is the spring. And the spring is what the Taoists call wood energy. And if you think of wood growing and sprouting and plants growing and sprouting, that's exactly what that energy is. So from their perspective, you want to tap into that energy in the springtime, and then you will have the wind at your back. Your plans, it's not a guarantee that your plans will work out, but a lot better chance that they might work out if you do them in the spring. And then you have the spring and all of summer through fall to try and really build momentum. And then in the fall time, you can harvest. You can sort of reap what you had sown over that period of time. Okay, so again, do whatever you'd like to do. If you want to make a New Year's resolution now at the new year, go right ahead. But my recommendation and the recommendation of the Taoists is wait until that wood energy, the spring, when you see the new sprouts coming out of the earth, when you see the animals beginning to rustle, when you see the birds coming back, that is the time to really try and execute your plan. Make your plan and then start executing it. All right, everyone, I hope you got something from this. Again, if you could Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. That really helps me out. Subscribing to the channel helps me quite a bit. And also comments actually do as well. So let me know if you have any plans for 2021. And again, my recommendation is just wait to start on those plans. Nothing wrong with thinking about what you might want to do, but just wait on those. But I'd love to hear what are your resolutions for 2021. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Namaste.